Alright, I think this is actually my first Warlock arena run with the Karazhan arena changes. So I will no longer be seeing Succubus or Sacrificial Pact, or Curse of Rapham or Sense Demons in the common slot. That's a lot of commons removed which are bad, so I look forward to getting more Imp Gang bosses and good stuff. And for the rare spot, Void Crush and Reliquary Seeker are removed, both are terrible as well. And then the epic Anima Golem is removed. So overall that should make for a stronger Warlock draft. I'm looking forward to playing this one and seeing how it goes. Defender of Argus, I'm gonna try to build a Zoo deck, I think. I mean, that's the default mentality you should have when you're going to Warlock due to the hero power. Opinion me. Let's see, I think Mechanical Yeti beats out Mad Bomber. Fen Creeper or Eldritch Horror? Probably Fen Creeper. Duskboar? No. Loot Hoarder or Evil Heckler? I think I'll go Loot Hoarder here. This is where I always reference my picks against the tier list. And I'm like, wow, Evil Heckler is actually rated awfully high on the tier list, and Loot Hoarder not so much. I don't really value Heckler that much though. Also, I already have 2 4-drops. Whatever, we'll go my own way. Cult Master, I guess. It's not as good in Warlock, but the other 2 cards are bad. Coil or Loot Hoarder. Pompous Thuspian. Clockwork Note? Solid Zoo card, I guess. Second Cult Master would be too clunky. There's very few discard cards, so it's just a 1 mana 1/3. But 1 mana 1/3 might beat the other 2 cards. 1 mana 1/3 is actually really weak in Arena because of the 2 mana 3/2s. Yeah, but Spiteful Smith and Berserker are both pretty terrible. I'll go Imp. Line Control Tech, I guess. Although, it's arguable that the Injured Blade Master is better. Because if the opponent has that many cards in the board, I can't really come back, but I'll take the tech anyways. Doom! Kinda like that. The other 2 cards are too slow anyways. Renounce is hilarious. I could actually draft a Renounce deck. No, there's no way, because I'm very unlikely to get a second Renounce. And that's what you would want in a Renounce deck, 2 Renounces, and then a bunch of Warlock class cards. That would make for a really cool arena, actually. Alright, do I want Possessed Villager, or do I want the Pit Fighter? If I'm going Zoo, I want Possessed Villager. I mean, Fairy Dragon is in the list of consideration, too. I'll go Possessed Villager. It has some synergy with Cult Master. Another Imp. I'm gonna try to pick up discard cards, I suppose. Let's see, this one. I have no dragons. Runic Egg? I have no buffs. Violet Illusionist? Has some synergy in Zoo. Or in Warlock. Imp Gang Boss. There's my Imp Gang Boss. Oh, my Nerubian Prophet also. But Imp Gang Boss. Forbidden Ritual. Demon Wrath. That's cool. Take the Sergeant. Imp Master? I will have the board early, so it makes sense to go Imp Master. Do I have enough spells to justify Gnomish? Not really. Pit Fighter, since that one's draw a card, it's not necessary in Warlock. Ooze or Spider Tank. I only have 2 2s. I have several 3s. I guess that answers that. Yeti again. Although Hungry Dragon isn't that bad. Because my deck will usually have the board so I can play the Hungry Dragon. But I'll just pick the more consistently good Yeti. I think another Cult Master over Captured Jormungandr. It's got some synergy with Ritual. It's got some synergy with all my low cards. That one. Soulfire. It's got 2 imps. Bolt. Wolf. Soulfire again. Yeah. And finally, I have no dragons in here. So I can either go Midnight Drake for like a 5/4, 6/4, or 4/4. Do I have any interesting death rattles to Moatlurk? Not really. I think Midnight Drake is best. It's also a 4, which I don't have that many of. Moatlurk is just kind of bad-ish. Well, I'm not sure, so I'm going to talk through the deck while I'm thinking of what's going on. So how many wins do I think this deck will go? I've got a Zeus Dart, Clockwork Gnome, 2 Imps, and Possessed Villager, and Abusive Sergeant, which I'll play on one of the early 1-drops. I've got 2 Soulfires, the 2 Malchezaar's Imps. That's pretty good. And in fact, because of the Karazhan buff, in terms of getting more Karazhan cards, plus that being a common, Soulfire goes up a lot in pick order because you're almost guaranteed to get like 2 Malchezaar's Imps, I think. Something like that. I shouldn't throw around the word guaranteed as much, but Soulfire is a good card anyways. 2 drops, I've got Ooze, Alpha, Loot Hoarder, Pompous Thespian, so that's a pretty consistent 1-2. And then I've got a lot of good 3s, Imp King Boss. Okay, by good 3s I meant I have a lot of 3s. On 4 I have Yetis, Cult Masters. Cult Masters aren't that good in Warlock because you have the natural soul tap, life tap anyways. But at least I have a lot of low cards to Cult Master away. On 5s, I have just some guys, and then my choice to either pick Moat Lurker or Midnight Drake, and then I have the board cleared Doom at the end, which is kind of good. Will Moat Lurker or Midnight Drake help me more? Moat Lurker plus Doom is kind of a combo. I Moat Lurk something to save it, and then I Doom. I only have 2 4-drops I can play on Curve, the Yetis. The Cult Master is situational, the Defender Vargas is situational. I'm gonna go Midnight Drake. It could also be pretty big since I'm Warlock. So I'm going to guess that this deck, curve looks solid. The card quality isn't that good, but the curve is decent enough. I'm gonna give this a 8. Guess.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
Hide the worst card in this deck, the Ice Rager. Look, doesn't that look like a winning hand?
Get it out! Get it out!
Note to self to put the alpha on the left side of the Possessed Villager, that the Imp King boss can be placed on the left side of the
Someday I'll be just like you.
wolf. This guy's gonna be like, I'm playing against a zoo. That's not fair. Pompous Thespian, laying down the protection.
I suppose.
For the king!
Piece of Sergeant into Defender Vargas.
Fight, maggot!
Yeah, that seems good. Helps all these 1 health minions.
For Argon!
Engaging TC
Wow.
into dislocator.
Kind of unfortunate.
Into the breach!
Yeah, draw last, whatever. So I haven't drawn any Soulfires yet, so the Imp could be really good. In fact, I could start thinking about cards that I would want to replace.
Can I light your fire?
Since that's possible with this deck. You can use a Imp plus Cult Master, or Imp plus Soulfire to replace cards. Doom.
Mind if I roll you?
Thought about playing around Flame Strike, thought about saving the double Imp for Soulfire, but decided to just play it all out there instead.
Some
Ooh. Alright, I don't mind discarding any of these cards, I think. The Doom is probably best since I'm currently quite ahead on the board. Interesting. Forbidden Ritual. Draw all the cards. Nah, I should wait for a board clear and then play the Forbidden Ritual. Should I Soulfire the face? Nah. I get a net gain of 2, but I can Soulfire a minion, perhaps. I don't think right now the Malchezaar's Imps are serious threat removal considerations by the mage. This next turn, though, since he just got 2 random spells, it's possible he got a board clear. I think I'll go ahead and throw the Soulfire out at him. And again, I don't really have that many cards left. I've drawn 10 more cards than the opponent has. Yeah, I'll tap last. Alright, fine.
Can I light your fire?
Oh, misplay. Drew me an extra card. So I can Soulfire that and draw 2 cards. This game probably ends before fatigue, even with that. I think I would want to discard one of those cards. I'll do it.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Darn, that's the card I wanted to discard the least. The Illusionist, I don't fatigue anymore. Alright, 4 off. Somewhat surprisingly, not a misplay to tap while I have the Illusionist in hand, since I want the Drake to be bigger. It doesn't need to be bigger though. Might seem strange to tap when I only have 2 cards left in deck, but it's kind of a tempo thing, because if he ever draws an answer to this, I lose. So I might as well. But one can also argue I shouldn't actually overcommit to the board right now. But I might not have enough fuel if I don't commit to the board.
This only works on the single minded.
I'm almost out of cards. Almost out of time.
Should have actually played this card instead of that card. I was actually thinking, oh, this one dies to Flame Strike, but whatever. Flame Strike means I lose anyways. I committed myself to a path of making sure to put out enough threat. We did it! We had to use every single card in our deck. We drew 14 more cards than the opponent! Oh my gosh. Barely winning with that start and the 14 card advantage.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan.
Turns out that if you throw more cards at the opponent,
Shall be mine.
you'll usually win. Especially if it's 14 more cards. But to be fair, you don't always win.
I am ready.
I believe in general I'm going to want to save the imps with combination Soulfire.
For Veteran.
I want to tap here. Our wolf isn't very strong. I can go Wolf into Shadow Bolt if the card is scary, into Mechanical Yeti. But then if I Wolf and he plays a 3 and I Shadow Bolt and then he plays a 4, the Wolf doesn't accomplish much either. I just need something better, I think. Maybe Coin Yeti. Coin Yeti is probably the play. If he plays something good enough, I'll Bolt it. Wow. Applause, applause.
Extraordinary.
A glorious invention. An
That was a mistake.
Just one whiz. That's still pretty incredible. Amazing. Guess I'll actually take out a few of these since I've got the freebie heal.
Locked and loaded.
Where shall I strike? You are not the boss of me.
Looks like he's running out of fuel, and unfortunately he can no longer tap. In the meantime, I've got cards for days. He took an extra 3 damage. Easy mistake to make, I make it all the time. Alright, so I can either Cult Master and trade in the Yeti or I can Shadow Bolt. I'll Shadow Bolt. Might Stillfire if I get it.
Behold the rage of the Firelands. Extraordinary.
Join or die, or both.
Hello, Drake.
It's getting hot in here.
Alright, let's see. If I win, if I draw Soulfire. Not quite.
Almost out of time. So many possibilities. Extraordinary.
Wow. Missed being able to deal one. No, gained 1 armor. BM? BM? Nah, I'd probably lose.
You're in trouble now.
I totally can play Doom and still win. Nah.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
For this deck, that's a pretty bad draw. Similar to how Zoo rarely has a bad draw. It's not that bad to tap into boss though.
Shush!
That would be quite a surprising attack. Implicating boss manages to get quite a lot of value on this guy. Could actually Defender of Argus for even more value. The Defender of Argus is gonna give +1/+1, but I'll get another 1/1, so that's like +2/+2, so therefore worth.
My shield for Argus!
Combo.
You are not the boss of me.
This only works on the simple-minded.
I'll have the Mal'Ganis effect now.
Look behind you.
I think my game plan is going to be very Zoo-esque. Control the board, out card advantage the opponent with drawing. And by controlling the board, I'll naturally make it so that my board isn't that vulnerable to the area of effect. Since my board won't be that large. It's kind of the nice thing about Warlock against board control. You can always tap if you're ahead, and then you just get more cards. So when they do area of effect you, you can play more cards. So I've been purposely tapping each turn in order to make sure to save up for a rainy day, which just happened.
I suppose.
Wow.
Form ranks!
Wow, that was a very good garrison commander. It's kind of despair. What I doom is wobbling runts though. They get a lot of cards. So I have that going for me at least. When I doom the runt fiesta.
Truth is my shield.
Yes. Yes? I think that would make sense for him to trade both in. Nice casual board clear, draw 5 cards. That's kind of fun. Don't even burn any cards. Okay, that's a lot of options. The options all seem to mainly be bad. The Imp Master is bad. Play on a board where I have no control. I think maybe best is Yeti Ooze Master. Just for the pure stat value.
Or die. Or both. Finally, a second chance. Death again.
I can be Soulfired, but I also want to Soulfire the 3/2. I guess what I'm looking for now is the Demon Wrath in the deck. Which, considering I have a Time Rewinder. Well, the good news is I couldn't deal 1. So this is kind of okay. I'm going to want to save Abusive for Time Rewinder. I don't have anything that can get through. Shadow Bolt the 5/4. Do I want to Soulfire the 3/2? I have absolutely nothing in the deck that'll save me.
Almost out of time.
Oh, this is kind of despairing.
Possibilities.
Okay, I can make a comeback by drawing the Demon Wrath. Considering I'm gonna draw 2 cards, it's like a 50-50 of drawing it here. And then how do I deal 1 damage to this? With the Forbidden Ritual, maybe.
What to do?
Well, I'm actually going to draw 1 more card than that.
You are not the boss of me.
Is there any card in this hand that I don't want to discard? The Forbidden Ritual. So I guess I want to keep maximum cardage in hand then. Ah! Ah! I didn't draw the Demon Wrath! Wow. Despair.
I am ready.
Not a morning person.
Looks like against this mage, drawing an extra 13 cards wasn't enough. Oh, this deck. Well, this at least is kind of decent.
Engage into dislocator.
I technically have lethal on the board. I mean, I technically have lethal here. But there's no way I'll let that happen. I think if I didn't discard Forbidden Ritual, or if I didn't... what's the word? Or if Demon Wrath weren't the last card in my deck, I think either situation would have won. Obviously I knew I would take Fatigue from this Cult Master, but I was okay with that.
Just a pinch of your good.
Oh. Time for Despair.
Will. This time. Victory or death. Your soul.
I'll chalk that first loss off to very unlucky.
Drag no stupid.
Oh, the sadness! I just realized the opponent's name is Amnesia. Think it's him? Probably not. Wow! So Cult Master draw 2, and then I'd likely get a 1-drop to play. The other alternative is Fen Creeper. The other alternative is Darkscale Healer. I think Fen Creeper is the best one. Argus was also an alternative. I thought Fen Creeper was better though. I think I want a Defender of Argus, just the left side.
My shield.
Ha! I'll take some of that.
Let's see, can I kill this with... Well, I can kill that with these two guys.
So
Which would mean the
possibilities.
Dark Scale isn't necessary.
Into the breach. The master hungers for Blackwing.
Four, 8, 10, 12, 13, 17... possibly lethal. I'll play it safe, I suppose.
Into the breach.
Could still be lethal if I draw Soulfire. Oh. 4, 8, 10, 13. 4, 8, 10, 11. Now it's 17. I guess I'll do this. Unless I want to save anything in particular. I do want to play this card. After doing that. And this, I guess. And the order. It's kind of tricky. This guy's got patience, considering I'm roping all these turns when I'm super winning. I feel bad for him. He's playing so fast.
The light compels
Alright, I have 11... 13. It's okay. If it were really Amnesiac, he'd have conceded by now. 4, 8, 12, 14, 15, 17. We're good.
I must protect the wild. Your soul shall be mine.
This art is just so awesome. I'm gonna play my 1-drop and my 2-drop and keep getting hero powered. Probably should go Pompous Thespian against this 2-2.
Elune, guide my lance.
Ooh. No hero power. That gives me a decent opening. Since now you can't do 1 damage to both of these targets. Wow, his choice isn't bad to go Aspirant there, but that's a big punish.
Bathe in flame.
Hey, give me that!
This only works on the simple mind.
The light protects me.
Look behind you.
I've made an answer to a 4-mana problem. Though his board is slightly better.
You're in trouble now.
There comes the Pit Fighter. Or I could have gone Forbidden Ritual for 5. That actually would have been pretty decent. This card seems better against the Druid. I guess.
I fight dirty.
Do I give him the mega swipe? Could do a half measure of tapping them Forbidden Ritual.
So many possibilities.
The swipe to end all swipes. It's so good of a play if he doesn't have exactly swipe.
Almost out of time.
It puts me into a win the game, lose the game situation. The other play is Healer Freeze, which puts me decently ahead still. I guess I don't need to play like win the game, lose the game when I can just play almost always win. Yes. Cloakfield Forbidden Ritual would have been interesting. It's not bad.
I fight dirty.
It's kind of a painful double trade. But at least I had enough damage. Pompous Thespian is better than the Ice Rage right here.
I suppose.
I suppose. Oh, I guess I should cloak this while I'm at it.
You love my new recipe.
This is no place for mortals.
Demon Wrath is pretty solid here.
Who's next?
Get it out! Get it out!
Will I finally decide whether or not he has swipe? Imp Soulfire. Well no, first I want to go Ritual. Yeah, Imp Soulfire though. Casually discard Ritual. Oh well. If I do that, that's fine.
You are not the boss of me.
I actually want to play Defender of Argus, don't I? 1, 2, 6, 8, 9, so tap. Alright, I don't mind discarding that card.
The boss of me.
My shield for Argon!
Ooh. Oh wait. It's another one of those games where I'm gonna outdraw the opponent by like 10 cards. This deck's pretty cool.
Join the pack.
Outdraw by 10 every single game. It, Soulfire, Direwolf, Yeti. The Ritual and the Doom are both pretty bad at this point.
Almost out of time. I have 9 more. The breach!
Yeah, Doom discarded. Hooray.
Need.
Outdrawn the opponent by 11 cards. That's value. It's value bordering on insanity.
I'm almost out of cards.
Let the dark in.
Mind if I roll need?
I'm out of cards.
Let the dark in.
Woo, outdraw by 11. Still barely get the job done.